Okay, so now I'm going to play the drum. This one's the unpainted. It's a D minor scale, and the notes go in two circles in a clockwise or counterclockwise fashion, or clockwise fashion, sorry, and going from low to high. So 1, 2. You can play the drum with the mallets, and we hand make these mallets also because it took a long time to find one that was to find the right size and the right hardness, and after a lot of research I finally found the perfect ones. So you play with mallets. Chords. And the whole time you're playing it on your lap, it's vibrating all through your legs, so it's really cool. You can also play these drums with your fingers. You can turn it different ways to get different sounds and different patterns with it. When you play with your fingers, you kind of use this part of your thumb here, or this part of your fingers, yeah? And I find that when I play with my fingers, I tend to play a lot faster. And the reason is with mallets, you've got 2. But with fingers, you've got 4 or 5. And once you practice it a little bit, you can do pretty good. Well, let me turn this way here. Set it up a little bit, because I like to play it like this. And you can see the difference in sound with the mallets and the fingers. It has a little more of a crisp sound to it with your fingers. So here it goes. Okay, that's the D minor. It's a little bit of a lower scale, and the D minor is the most popular choice for therapy and massage therapy. This one here, this Illusion Red, this one is in an E minor scale. It's like 1 scale up, or E major scale, excuse me. It's 1 scale up from the D minor. So it's a little bit higher. And again, you can play with mallets. Or you can play with your fingers. And this time I'll put my fingers on the higher notes instead of the lower ones. Yeah, cool, huh? Takes a little practice to play with your fingers. The tropical here is in an E minor scale. And again with the mallets, yeah, you can play. Or Or you can turn it around. Let's see, I kind of like this one. And also with your fingers. Because of the compact size, you don't have to move your hands all over the place. You can kind of keep them right here, and it's just very small movements. Where some of the other drums that are really big or really heavy, you have to put them on a desk or something like this, or they're really big and they sound beautiful and they're really nice, but they're really big, so you have to move your hand way around like this to get all your notes. But with this, your hands are in a very tight spot. So there's not much arm movement. Because we space the notes out where you can reach them all easily with your hand, yet the distance between the notes, the metal between, and this is kind of important, is wide enough to where when you hit this note it doesn't activate the ones around it. I've seen other products where the notes are just like one after another, really close together, and there's not much metal in between, and every time you hit this note it makes this one go. So this one we spaced it out just wide enough, and yes, I could have crammed more notes into this drum, but that's not the idea. The idea is to have really good sound quality. And you can see we don't really need the big hole, and without it, this makes a nice, perfect, like parabolic disc, so it kind of reflects the sound back out the front of the drum. So this one, the E minor and the E major, are our two most popular scales for people who like to use it for playing music, meditation, and these kinds of things. The last drum I have to play is the Stardust. This Stardust is tuned to an F major scale, so it's really high, and that's for those people who like the really high notes, a little dusty from the trees. The hardest thing about this drum is it takes a little bit longer to learn how to play it, because the small notes, the really high ones, these one here and this here, are kind of hard to get with the mallets because they're so small. But with the hexagonal shape of the note, it kind of lets you center. You know exactly where the sweet spot is on each note, because it's the dead center of this, and so it really kind of focuses your attention as to the exact sweet spot. Okay, so that's the F major scale. It's a little bit higher. Okay, that's it.